Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now your 2016 Toronto Blue Jays.
With that, here are Ned Yost's Kansas City Royals in this one. Steve, what's their focus as they go for their first win?
Well, Matt, this team has elite speed, so all you have to do is keep the ball on the ground, focus on hitting line drives, and play small ball.
Marcus Stroman gets the call to pitch here on opening day in front of the hometown crowd. What's your take on him, EK?
Well, guys, what makes him difficult, the fact that he throws two different types of fastballs. He's got that four-seamer, and then he's got that two-seamer that runs in on the hitter sometimes. Very difficult to attack both.
With a moment now, let's give you a look at the defensive alignment for the Blue Jays. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, Matty, they've got one of the best defensive shortstops, actually the best all-around shortstops in the game in Troy Tulowitzki. Very athletic, makes that play in the hole as well as anybody. Kind of reminds me of that guy, Derek Jeter. Can't wait to see him in this one.
Sends that one out of play for strike one.
First pitch, 107.
Stroman steps into the windup. Coming at him with the 0-1. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. And a good pitch there as this is swung on and missed for the first out of the ball game.
And I'll tell you what, when you can set down that first batter on 3 pitches, that's a good way to build a little confidence out there right from the outset.
In now is Lorenzo Cain. As the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike one.
Well, you know, you hear it all the time because it's true. First pitch strikes are so important. It really changes the complexion of the at-bat for not only the pitcher but the hitter as well, especially when you've got a good hitter up there.
The minute he hits that, he's thinking it's a base hit all the way, but it's one of those situations where you get penalized for hitting the ball too hard. And this stayed up long enough to find the outfielder's glove out there.
Eric Hosmer gets his first opportunity now in the top of the first with nobody on. Out in front of it, strike one. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Bouncer down the line. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And the pitcher will just run over and take this one himself, and the inning is over. So a fairly painless top of the first. Now the Blue Jays will get their chance. No score. With that, let's take a look at the Blue Jays starting lineup. Eric Karros, who you focused on?
Well, I've got an eye on Troy Tulowitzki. He always seems to come through in the clutch. Doesn't let the pressure of a big situation get to him. Whether it's the first inning with nobody out or the 9th inning with 2 outs, his approach doesn't change, and that's a big reason why he delivers so often.
Yordano Ventura is on the mound for the season opener on the road in this one. EK, what's the word on him?
Well, guys, what makes him difficult, the fact that he throws 2 different types of fastballs. He's got that four-seamer, and then he's got that two-seamer that runs in on the hitter sometimes. Very difficult to attack both.
And with that, let's take a look at the defensive alignment for Kansas City. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, somebody you don't want to test in this outfield, the left fielder. Got a very good arm, very aggressive, charges balls extremely well, and covers a lot of ground.
Troy Tulowitzki comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The shortstop, Troy Tulowitzki.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one. And this one misses to Tulowitzki. It's a ball and a strike.
And that fastball of his definitely catches your attention, especially when it's on the inner half.
2-1. That's going to even up the count at 2-2. And a big cut at the breaking ball, but he comes up empty, and that's the first out.
And sometimes up there you just get completely fooled. I mean, I think he changed his mind about swinging at this pitch about 3 different times while it was on its way to the plate. I'm going to swing. No. I'm going to take it. Oh, well, I better try to at least foul it off. And in the end, he got nothing.
Striding into the box, Josh Donaldson, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First offering on its way. Here's a swing, and oh, man! Way out of here. It's a solo shot off the bat of Josh Donaldson. As the Jays get the game's first tally, it's 1-0.
And you know, after a month down in spring training, near the end, you start to get a little anxious waiting for the season to get going. I guarantee you, he's been looking forward to this at-bat for about a month now, and he makes the wait worthwhile.
Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. Inside corner called as strike 1 and 2.
Right back inside with a fastball. This time, he got the call.
Swing and a little tapper. Oh, and a good curveball that time as it's taken for a called strike 3, and there are 2 away.
And I can tell you, from facing guys like this my whole career, you may think you're getting a curveball, but when a guy's throwing in the high 90s, it's darn near impossible to sit on one.
Edwin Encarnacion now. As he'll take a look at ball 1.
Ball 1, no strike.
Dribbled back toward the mound. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Jay's off to a good start thanks to the solo shot. We'll head to the top of the second. It's now 1-0 Toronto. Leading off the inning, Kendrys Morales, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Morales.
Breaking ball that's cut on and missed for the first strike.
It doesn't look like the nerves are getting to him so far. He looks pretty good out there.
And a fastball there is inside as that one backed him up a bit.
And we're going to see a lot more of this because this is a guy who's let it be known that he will work inside. He'll even back you off the plate if he has to.
Outside, 2-1. Stroman's ready. Here's the 2-1. Hit sharply toward the right side. Bautista is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
And that's one of those plays where you might need to reinforce the laces on your glove after this inning ends. This is a fastball, and it is hammered. I mean smoked. But he ends up with nothing, and his average is going to go down.
The third baseman, Mike Moustakas, now. Down the first baseline. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now.
Batting sixth.
Alex Gordon into the box here in the top of the second, looking to keep this inning going. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Calling for it, Pilar. And that's the third out. KC down in order. Chris Colabello strides into the box now to lead off the home half of the second inning.
Chris.
In there, no balls and a strike. And it's quickly 0-2. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. And now a curveball as he's got to lean out of the way. That one nearly got him. 4 pitches. Fast, slow, fast, slow. EK, you thinking fastball here?
It seems to fit the pattern, but you better not get too predictable out there. Guys will catch on quick.
Batting sixth.
At the plate, Russell Martin. He'll get to take his first cuts here. In there at the knees, strike one.
And if you're not careful, this is the kind of guy that can run off 6 scoreless innings against you from here out. So that first inning run isn't something you can bank on holding up.
Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Chop foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. Ready on 1-2. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Michael Saunders gets his first chance here, looking to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. High and away on the first pitch fastball there. It's ball 1. Ripped down the line. And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line.
And from his perspective on the mound, I think that's exactly where he wanted to throw that pitch. You can see it's tailing down and out of the strike zone, but he just sticks his bat out there and winds up taking it the other way.
Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch to short. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And the throw won't be in time, as he'll be able to beat out the recovery throw at first. Ryan Goins gets a shot now with deuces all around. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 2. In there, strike 1. And he lays off for ball 1. A good action on the 2-seamer there, and it's 1-2.
Yeah, he just really pulled off of that.
Threw it right past him, a swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. Blue Jays leave a pair. A nice daytime shot there from one of the many marinas here in Toronto as we're set to go in the 3rd inning of this one. Salvador Perez will stand in now to lead things off. 7, 8, and 9 here to start the 3rd inning.
And maybe one of these guys can break this string of 6 straight retired to start the ball game.
Stroman looks in. Here comes the first pitch. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And on one pitch, he's retired. Paulo Orlando digs in here for his first appearance.
Orlando.
Into the windup and the pitch. Oh, had him chopping at that one. It's 0-1.
Real good lateral movement on that 2-seam fastball. That pitch is money for him when it's moving like that. So just keep on throwing it.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes. So it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the 3rd. Omar Infante will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Yeah, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
And that'll get down for what should be extra bases. And he's in there safely. He's got a double.
The batter, number 2.
So stepping in, Alcides Escobar, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield.